It's 7:10 a.m.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Time to wakey wakey and time for bakey.
Time to wakey wakey and time for bakey.
Get ready for your host with more.
Get ready for your host with more.
Mr. Brian Brown.
Mr. Brian Brown.
It's 7:10 a.m.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Que la roja bichuela y guandule no viene ligado igualito que yuca. Este lo que tiene tan lindo, no venga a pensar que eso es una peluca. Tiene cotorra perico, yo tengo cotorra, tú tienes la cuca. Está claro en el ring, en el piso yo quien te
No critiques mi pelo, te la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, te la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, te la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, te la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que
It gets a heavy metal, bika baka battle, mika meta metal. Welcome, guys. It is 7:10 a.m. Wakey wakey, smoke 'em if you got 'em, guys. It is Black Friday out there, guys. Who's gone out? Who's doing their thing? Who's out shopping this morning? Who's gone out to the dispensaries? Who's gone out to Walmart? Who's gone out to beat up some people fighting for a TV? Who's done that this morning, guys? Not me. I slept in, me and Rosie all snuggled up in the bed. Rosie the dog. Just to clear that up, Rosie the dog. Me and Rosie the dog all snuggled up in bed, and I wasn't going anywhere. I got enough TVs. I don't need another. I don't need another one. But yeah, Black Friday, man. It's the good morning, Lonnie. Good morning. I'm broke not to do anything. I hear you. I hear you 100%. Already 100 what the flipping flacker? Nice. Well, we got 48 people in here. Welcome, guys. Welcome one, welcome all. I saw Aaron up in the house this morning all the way from Australia. Do you guys do anything like a Black Friday in Australia? Like, do you guys have a big sales day that everyone gets together and, like, that's the big day that everyone rushes to the store? Or is that more of a American thing? I need a TV. I broke mine night before last. Oh, man, that sucks, Chantel. That really sucks. Good morning, Harley. Good morning. All right. How's everyone doing out there? It is Black Friday. Yesterday was Turkey Day. Hopefully everyone's all hungover, got the big bellies packing up. Bathrooms are lined up throughout the house. Oh, man. Hopefully everyone had a blessed day, got some rest, got to relax with family, friends, got to unwind, got to spend some time alone, maybe if that's your thing. Whatever it was, hopefully you had a blessed day yesterday, and it continues through the weekend, guys. Hopefully everyone's getting 4-day weekends. I know that's a stretch. I saw Russ not feeling good. Hopefully Russ is feeling better. Hopefully he is just a little cold or something. Said he woke up feeling cold and then felt horrible. So hopefully he's feeling better. What else we got cooking today? So Black Friday, guys, we are going to look at the history of Black Friday, why it's so crazy, why people got so nuts. I think they've kind of streamlined it now to where, like, these incidents that had happened before probably won't ever happen again. They've kind of, ever since COVID, really, they've really done the Black Friday deal. A lot of it online, a lot of it go in and pick up. I don't think there's those lines how they used to be. The doorbusters, remember that? The doorbusters. You'd be there at like 3 in the morning. I remember one time, me and my mom, when I was in my 30s, probably like early 30s. Me and my mom went for Black Friday shopping. It was at Target and Toys R Us. That's how long ago it was. And I remember I stood in line at at Target. Excuse me, man. At Target for a Toy Story set. It was all the toys from Toy Story, from the movie. You had like Buzz Lightyear, you had Jesse, you had them all in there. Woody, can't forget Woody. Yeah, tell him I hope he feels better, man. That crud's been going around. That crud's been going around. Hopefully he can kick it. Vitamin C, lots of vitamin C and vitamin W, vitamin weed. Um, yeah, so I stood out like for hours, and I got in, and I ended up getting the toys for my daughter that year, and then we went to Walmart same time. Went to Toys R Us, the same Black Friday, and I remember the Walmart one was crazy, man. It's when they had Tom Toms. Remember the GPS, the little portable GPSs? He or he They had those on sale, and there was a lady, and she had like 8 of them in her cart. 8 of them. That was always the bummer on Black Friday, is these guys who roll in and they just buy like all the TVs, all the computers. They just like roll in and buy them all. Like they should limit some of that stuff. So this lady had a cart full of 8 of Tom GPSs, and I'm like, you know what? And she leaves her cart and she goes to get some other deals, and I'm just like, I really want a Tom. Okay. And I just take it out of her cart and put it into mine. Like, what do you need 8 Tom-Toms for? She never said anything, didn't notice, but yeah, so that's how I got my Tom that year. But yeah, hopefully it's not too crazy out there, guys. They've seemed to streamline it, but man, back in the day, Black Friday, man, there was fights. People get all crazy over the things. So we're going to be looking at that today. Be looking at all the craziness of Black Friday. Yeah, and just kind of see what we can do to not repeat that, and just the wildness and how it all started. The origin stories. There's a lot of fake news out there. Saw a video in Dallas yesterday when they opened the mall and people were running inside. Yeah, it's just insane. It's just stuff. When I manage C's Candy, we get towards Halloween, we get a line, and I'm always like, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Why are you looking to do Halloween at 8 o'clock in the morning? Like there's no one else. You got to be the first ones in to make sure you get the stuff. Like, I don't know. It's just crazy fights on Black Friday. Oh yeah. I've been to one Black Friday and never go again. I send my mom if I need something. Let mom bang it out with all the crazies out there. I have to go deposit some money. I use Discover Bank. I don't know. I don't care if everyone knows. I bank with Discover, and they don't have actual branches, so you have to go into like a Walmart or those, and you do a deposit, almost like a prepaid thing, but it's a debit card account, a bank account. You get interest and cash back and all the good stuff. I would highly recommend it if anyone's looking for an online bank account, man. Discover, they got cash back on their debit. Like, what was it? I got like $40 last month cash back just from paying my bills on my Discover card. So yeah, I would highly recommend it. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass with the ATMs and stuff. You got to find the particular ones, and then the deposit, since there isn't an actual bank, you either got to go to Walmart or one of these other stores and do the thing. But I mean, other than that, it's pretty good. You would have to go into a bank to make a deposit. So what's the difference between bank and Walmart? I don't know. I worked at Walmart on Black Friday. Oh my God, it was so bad. Yeah, God bless the people working. Hey, Mobby Martian, how's it going? Magic Martian. Don't know if you guys accidentally called him Magic Martian yesterday. So now we're working on Magic Mike 3. Magic Martian. That's right. When Mike goes down, who's the only one who can step in his place? Magic Martian. That's how he dances. I'm broke. I just bought 1.5 ounces of flour. Nice. Yeah, a lot of good deals out there for Black Friday on the weed. So definitely be checking in on those deals. Healing Center, guys, 1400 Needles Highway, Needles, California. If you want mystery boxes, that's the place to go. They're gonna match you guys. So if you spend $25, they're gonna throw you a $25 mystery bag full of product, full of goodness. Spend 50, they're going to throw you a $50 bag. You spend over 100, you're going to get the granddaddy of them all, the big perp, the big bag, the $100 bag that they're going to match you in product and freebies and a whole bunch of stuff, guys. So that's what you really want to get into. And then the sales are insane. I bought an ounce of Smokeland yesterday for $60. An ounce, big fucking nugs, like this big, $60, guys, for an ounce. Get on down there, take advantage of the deals. I would buy an ounce. I would make it the $100 mark, get the big bag, and you're just going to be sitting at home. That's how I smoke weed. I got some content, says Mojave Martian. John, what kind of flower did you end up getting? Anything decent? Anything we would? Bathroom Rosie truffle shuffle. Oh, guys. We got the truffle shuffle. Rosie has to use the bathroom, so you know what time that is. Fuck, I want the big bag. I feel bad for you, Brian. My dispose has Smokeland for $55 all day. Oh man. Well, $5. $5 ain't bad. I would spend that in gas. All right, guys. Rosie's got to go to the bathroom, so you know what that means.
Rosie the bulldog, she's quite a sight, running around the park with all that honey. When nature calls, she knows what to do. Take a little break just to see it through. Rosie the bulldog, she's got style, doing her business with a happy smile. On a little adventure before we resume. Waiting for Rosie, just a quick interlude. Look at the bulldog, wagging her tail perfectly, mischief in her eyes without fail. She struts around the park with pride, searching for that perfect spot far and wide. Oh, Rosie's on a mission, won't you take a seat? The show's on break, for Rosie does what bulldogs need. Her little act of nature, will patiently await for when the curtain flies and the show resumes its stay. You're the nudge to learn, yeah. Rosie the bulldog, oh so sweet, takes the time when it's time to meet. She waddles around, playing with her toys, but there's one thing she must do, and it brings her such joy. Rosie's on the bridge, she's doing her thing, pooping outside where the birds all sing. The show will go on, but we'll patiently wait. But Rosie's done pooping, it's worth the wait. This is the time where Rosie poops. This is the time where she tries to snoop. She hold up the show, but we don't know how old she will be. But she prays it comes out string free.
All right, guys. She does pray it comes out string free. She's in the middle of her business, guys. So we'll continue. Make sure you check it out, the dailydank.com, guys, for those wild weekly drops. We got the Black Friday deals happening right now. Get on down there, guys. Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday is the big day, guys. If you want to get in on some big deals, Cyber Monday is the day that they're blowing it out. They're going to have, 25, 50% off, some stuff 70% off. We'll talk about more when we get close to that. All right, Rosie, good job. Everything came out string-free. All right, guys. This is the time where Rosie poops. This is the time she likes a snoop. Ba 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 ba. This pairs well with my coffee. Roughly 65 out the door. I think 6 strains. I like roasted garlic. Ooh, nice. My favorite from the House of Platinum. I've heard of the House of Platinum. Actually, that's pretty good shop there. Pretty good shop. Let's see what we got going on, guys. Let's see. Hey, Tim W in the house. Tim W. Fuck, I want the big bag. I feel bad for you, Brian. My dispose has Smokeland for $55 all day. Well, 60 ain't bad. They got to pay that extra gas to get it all the way down here. That's a good deal, man. Where you're I mean, usually dispensaries don't freaking give you those kind of deals, especially like in the city. Hey, man, you found a good spot. Found a really good spot. I would stick with them 100% for sure. All right, guys, let's get into a little thing I like to call Today in History. That's right. If we are doomed to repeat the past, if we don't know it, guys, you look at the war. Hey, good morning, Teresa Deller. Good morning. Good morning. You still nursing that hangover from the Eagles win? What's going on? Oh, man. Oh, yeah, that's right. Ohio, right? Ohio went wreck, and probably a few months before they start doing it. But that's how it's been in Nevada and California when we went legal over here in Arizona. But man, yeah, when you can just walk in and buy it, it's a whole nother game. Whole nother game. All right, guys, let's get into Today in History. If you haven't been watching the news, man, we got to know this history so we don't repeat it. Man, I don't know. I don't want to be negative Nelly over here, but World War could possibly be, man. Craziness out there. Hopefully someone will slap some sense into these guys and avoid any kind of war. But woo, man, it's heating up out there. All right, guys, let's get into let's not get into today's history. Let's get into Today in History. All right, here we go.
Today in history, a journey through time where legends are born and secrets intertwine. Join us at 7:10 a.m. for all to see as we unravel the histories from our history.
All right, Today in History, guys, for 11/24, the day after Thanksgiving. The day after. Need to get dressed and head to THC. Nice. Fuck my life. Oh, man. Everybody. Oh, nice. That's a really great dispensary over there. All right, guys. Today in History, we got some birthdays, guys. We got some birthdays. What do we got? We got Katherine Heigl, American actress, was born in 1978. Hey, American serial killer Ted Bundy was born in 1946 today, guys. Yeah, that's a weird one to celebrate. But in 1925, William F. Buckley Jr., American editor, was born. Henry D. Toussaint-Lautrec, French artist, was born. And then we can't forget one of our favorite presidents, 1784, Zachary Taylor was president of the United States, was born. Who the fuck? Never even heard of President Taylor. But then again, he was born in 1784. All right, featured events, guys. The Dutch discover Tasmania. That's right. Dutch navigator Abel Janszoon Tasman, who sailed from Batavia to investigate practicality of sea passage eastward to Chile and to explore New Guinea, skirted the southwest shores of Tasmania on this day in 1642. And I'm guessing it was named after him since his last name was Tasman. So the Tasmanian Devil was born after Abel Tasman discovered Tasmania. All right. I want to discover a place and call it like Dank Mania or Brian Mania, Brown Mania. All right. In 2001, the Grand National Assembly of Turkey ratified changes to the country saying that the Americans are eating way too much on Thanksgiving. No, I just made that part up. Ratified changes to the country legal code that made women equal to men before the law and no longer subjects to their husbands. Well, that's a good, let's see. They ratified changes to the country law code that made women equal to men. That was in 2001. A little behind the times there, Turkey. Just saying. All right, 1998, Queen Elizabeth II, speaking at an annual ceremonies opening the British Parliament, announced that the right of heredity peers to vote in the House of Lords would end, though compromise legislation later allowed 92 hereditary peers to remain in the Lords. That's that England political system. I don't understand. They wear wigs. I don't know why do they wear wigs? Jesus, why? And 1971, a man later known as DB Cooper hijacked a plane shortly after departing from Portland, Oregon, and later parachute out of the aircraft with the ransom money. Despite the intensive manhunt, he was never identified or caught. Today is the day, guys. DB Cooper stole the money. Genius. You know what? We'll cover that on the 420 show today, guys. We'll do a deep dive on DB Cooper and the money. In 1963, Dallas nightclub owner Jack Ruby fatally shot Lee Harvey Oswald, the accused assassin of the U.S. President John F. Kennedy. You know, I want to talk about that too, guys. Before we get into more, I had a question the other day. I watched a new JFK show, or documentary, whatever you want to call it, about the theories about the assassination. It was on the day that he was assassinated a couple days ago. And, you know, my theory on it, what I truly believe from what I've seen traveling through history, what I've seen through like history and stuff, is I think Oswald shot, hit him in the shoulder, hit the guy in front of him, boom, boom. That's the first bullet. The magic bullet, I think, came from a Secret Service agent in the car in front going to return fire on Oswald, and something happened, and he undershot it, and he killed JFK. That's what I personally think. That's probably why they won't let it out. How are you going to tell a country we've been lying that we killed our president on accident? Like, how do you even get say that? That's what I truly think happened. And it would really the magic bullet and all that. And a lot of people think that as well. But my question was with Oswald, do you think he thought the whole time that he killed JFK? Because he did take a shot. I mean, there's no denying that. He did take a shot. Do you think that whole time he thought he killed JFK? Or did he know that he was the patsy? Because he didn't say anything. Like, if I was the patsy, I'd be like, I didn't do it. It was these sons of bitches. Or like whatever you need to do. But like, he didn't say a word. And so I'm wondering if did he know he didn't kill him? Like, did he know his bullet missed? That's just curious, He didn't stick around long enough because today in history, he did say he was the patsy. Okay. It's just, today in history, guys. Vocally to the news, look it up. I'll have to look that up. Because I wondered that, because he did take the shot, so it makes you wonder if he knew he missed. All right. In 1963, Jack Ruby fatally shot Lee Harvey Oswald, which is a whole another thing. The Hollywood 10, a group of motion picture producers, directors, and screenwriters who appeared before the House of Un-American Activities Committee in October 1947, were found in contempt of Congress. Was this during the McCarthyism? Everyone was a communist? Might have been. 1877, shortly after her death, Anne Schwell published her only novel, Black Beauty. The first major animal story in children's literature. Wow. And then she died soon after. Wow, that's crazy. 1877. 1874, American inventor Joseph Farwell Glidden patented his first commercially successful barbed wire. Oh, wow, that's interesting. 1859, Charles Darwin's On the Origins of Species by Means of Natural Selection was published, saying we came from monkeys. We came from the monkeys, Darwin. I don't know about that, but that was his hypothesis. All right, 1832, a special state convention in South Carolina adopted the Ordinance of Nullification, which declared 2 federal tariffs null and void within the state. It sparked a non-political crisis, which ended in favor of the federal government. And then our favorite Louis the Ninth of France proclaimed his grandson Philip to be King of Spain, beginning the War of the Spanish Succession. And then in 1531, the Second Peace Capel brought to an end the Capel Wars during the Swiss Reformation. What's your favorite moment of the Swiss Reformation? Blow up those comments, guys. Blow up those comments and let me know. Oh, man. So Oswald was shot today. Imagine that. Let me do this real quick, guys. Hang on 1 second there. Oswald was shot on this day in history, man. Yeah, I don't know. That whole thing is just like really, really is a different kind of where the heck is it at? There it is. Is a different kind of deal, man. There's so many conspiracies with that. It's insane. Like, okay, the Oswald thing is one. The magic bullet is kind of another. Jack Ruby. Why the hell did Jack Ruby shoot him? And then like what was the deal with that? I mean, there's so many questions that you could have with that. We're going to actually do a deep dive on the DB Cooper today, guys, on the 420 show. I know I said I don't want to repeat myself. But yeah, I like that DB Cooper story. I think that could be pretty fun. I think we've covered it before, but we'll do a deep dive on the 420. Or no, because we got baked and unboxed. We will do, maybe we'll just do a special DB Cooper. Yeah, you know what? Been wanting to do this. All right, guys. So today, I will actually tomorrow I will be dropping a special episode of the 420 show. It will be on the dailydank.com, and I will send out. It's going to be a new feature we're going to start doing, guys. This is for the Dank World Order members, where if you're in here, you guys know you're a Dank World Order member already. I'm going to be dropping 2 podcasts exclusively on the dailydank.com, maybe 3 a week over there, that if you're a member of the Dank World Order, you're going to get to have 3 different podcasts a week that the rest of the world won't be getting. We're going to have bingo nights over there. We're going to be having a bunch of stuff, guys. So the Dank World Order is moving forward. More news on 420. And today, guys, we got baked and unboxed. We're giving away the skull. The skull. That's right. Woo. Check this out, guys. Perfect stash box. I already got a gram of wax. I was like weed. I already got a gram of wax in there, ready to rock and roll. Look at this thing, guys. You can also spray it with some kind of seal and use it for chips and dip or some kind of food if that's your thing. But I like it for a stash skull, is what I'm saying. So that's what we're giving away today, guys. If you want to get in on this, hashtag skull. This is a Haunted Mansion one too. So if you love Haunted Mansion, that's your deal, guys. We're going to be unboxing a mystery box of some sorts today, guys. Yeah, definitely check out the shirts over there on the dailydank.com too, guys. We're going to have a whole mess of new ones coming out next week. Some Christmas ones, some fun ones. We're giving some away, guys, so make sure you're tuning in next week. All right, guys, let's get into this. Let's get into some Black Friday goodness. That's right. We're going to be looking at the history. Yeah, I do, Chris, I do have shirts and stuff over there. I got a pillow, a weed pillow that I really love. It's a pillowcase cover that's like a giant bag of weed that we got over there. Yeah, I got a lot of cool stuff over there. Check it out. dailydank.com. Right on the front, you can get your Dank World Order, you can get your Yeti to party, you get a whole bunch of them. I'm going to start putting them up like the Mod Squad. Mod Squad's so good at marketing and their kind of stuff they do. I need to start putting it up on the bottom, like right there, like right there. But hopefully next week, guys, now that I got time, I'm going to spend the weekend getting my house back in order, getting the studio back in order, getting some shows pre-recorded, getting all that stuff. So yeah, we got December, guys. December is going to be big. And don't forget, December to November to Dismember starts today at 4:20, guys. The brackets will be announced. The voting will be up. We're going to do a deep dive into each matchup. There's going to be 5 for this week to vote on, guys. You'll have about 5 days to vote on it. And then we move forward with the next bracket and then so on and so forth, guys. It's going to be good. We're going to be announcing the first brackets today. It's going to be a good one, guys. I need Star Wars stuff. There is, what? I didn't renew it last year. I wish I would have. I'll probably renew it this year. There's that Galaxy box that I like to unbox. We will do that. We will. Maybe I'll reorder that. I'll be honest, I haven't been to the website. Well, that's all right. That's all right. I mean, hey, you're on the show. That's all that matters, guys, is getting the eyeballs, getting the word out. I love the family. I love the camaraderie we have here. So just whatever you guys could do, it's very much appreciated. All right, guys, what do we got? What do we got? We got Black Friday. That's right, Black Friday, guys. What is the real history of Black Friday? The retail bonanza known as Black Friday is now an integral part of many Thanksgiving celebrations. But this holiday tradition has darker roots than you might imagine. All right. So yeah, this for a lot of people, it's part of their Thanksgiving. They eat, they sleep, they wake up, and they go shop. Get all the deals for Christmas. A lot of people use it as like their main, like, okay, we're gonna buy all our presents. This is the list. Boom, 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 and get it done. It's very crazy, the tradition. But Black Friday has some crazy origins from their past, guys. The first recorded use of the term Black Friday was applied not to post Thanksgiving holiday shopping, but to financial crisis, specifically the crash of the U.S. gold market in September 24th, 1869. Notoriously ruthless Wall Street financiers Jay Gould and Jim Fisk worked together to buy up as much as they could of the nation's gold, hoping to drive the prices sky high and selling it for astonishing prices. On that Friday in September, the conspiracy finally unraveled, sending the stock market into a free fall and bankrupting everyone from Wall Street, the baron to farmers. Wow. The most commonly reported story behind the Thanksgiving shopping. So yeah, let's look at that for a minute. So these two yahoos decide they're going to buy all the fucking gold. They're like, we're going to buy it all. And we're gonna sell it for 3 times the amounts. Yeah, that I guess in theory, on paper, sounds like a workable plan. But like they said, the stock market crashed. From barons to farmers, everyone lost everything on that particular Black Friday. So yeah, that's the original Black Friday. I know the Depression. Didn't the Depression start similar to that, where someone went into a bank and tried to withdraw their money and there wasn't enough money to withdraw, and then people started getting concerned, and then all of a sudden the Depression hit. I would imagine with the gold, it was kind of like that. Those two guys, they didn't know what to expect. Now, the first recorded use of the term Black Friday was applied. Wait a minute. Did I just read it again? All right. The most commonly repeated story behind the Thanksgiving shopping related to Black Friday tradition links to the retailers. And as the story goes, after an entire year of operating at a loss, stores would supposedly earn a profit, went into black. So out of the red, it went into black on the day after Thanksgiving because holiday shoppers blew so much money on discounted merchandise. Though it's true that retail companies used to record losses in the red and profits in the black when doing their accounting, this version of Black Friday's origin is the officially sanctioned but not inaccurate story behind the tradition. So originally, these stores would be going on a lot. You know, I get that. Like at C's Candy, guys, at C's Candy, we do 65 to 70% of our business in the last 10 days. And you think about that kind of craziness, I could see where you were operating at a loss for the entire year, but then all of a sudden you just blow it out on that Thanksgiving weekend, Black Friday, and you get out of the black. I like that. But that isn't really the origins. It's one of them. But in recent years, other myths have surfaced that gives particularly ugly twist on the tradition, claiming that back in the 1800s, Southern plantation owners could buy enslaved workers at a discount on the day after Thanksgiving. What is this madness? Though this version of Black Friday's roots has understandably led some to call for a boycott of the retail holiday, it has no basis in fact. So this is just a rumor that got out there. What the fuck, man? I seriously doubt plantation owners were original enough to be like, let's call this Black Friday. No, but horrible nonetheless. Disgusting. The real history behind Black Friday, guys, the real deal, Holyfield, if you will. Yeah, look at these nutso guys. Is not as sunny as retailers might have you believe. Back in the 1950s, police in the city of Teresa Dellers, Philadelphia, used to term the description for the chaos that ensued on the day after Thanksgiving, when hordes of suburban shoppers and tourists flooded into the city in advance of the big Army-Navy football game held on that Saturday every year. Not only were Philly cops not able to take the day off, but they had to work extra long shifts dealing with the additional crowds and traffic. Shoplifters also took advantage of the bedlam in stores and made off with merchandise, adding to the law enforcement headache. So according to this, the real story of Black Friday was in the 50s in Philly. For the Army-Navy football game that took place the Saturday after Thanksgiving, and people would line up, do the shopping. It was just everyone all over the place, shoplifters doing their thing. Sounds like a nightmare. But by 1961, Black Friday had caught on in Philly, and the extent that the city's merchants and boosters tried unsuccessfully to change it to Big Friday in order to remove the negative connotations. The term didn't spread to the rest of the country later. However, as recently as 1985, it was common use in nationwide. Sometimes in the late 80s, however, retailers found a way to reinvent Black Friday and turn it into something reflectively positive rather than negative. And their customers, the result was red to black concept of the holiday mentioned earlier, and the notion that the day after Thanksgiving marked the occasion where American stores finally turned a profit. The Black Friday story stuck, and pretty soon the term's darker roots in Philly were largely forgotten. Since then, one day sales bonanza has morphed into a 4-day event, spawned other retail holidays such as Small Business Saturday, Sunday, Cyber Monday, Green Wednesday for dispensaries. Stores started opening earlier on Friday, and now that the most dedicated shoppers can head right in after their Thanksgiving meal. Well, that kind of had stopped. I like that Walmart and all the big companies stopped doing making you get in line, and do the doorbuster thing. That was just crazy. I've always thought that Black Friday, so those are the origins, but I think it really took off when people started getting killed. Remember that? Remember when people were getting trampled to death, like over TVs and stuff? That's when I really think Black Friday took off with that name. There was people getting trampled to death, fights over all this stuff. That's common. That was very, very common. But look at this lady yawning over there with her cart full of stuff saying, yeah, I got it. I got it. And let's be honest, man, people get on high alert. I know I do when there's like lines and there's things you head on a swivel, baby, head on a swivel. um, so yeah, I don't know, man. I think Black Friday is a good thing for the retailers. I think it's going in a positive direction now. It has gotten crazy. I think retailers added to it. I think retailers like the publicity, like the the overall like, hey man, they're gonna come in here, they're gonna buy everything. You know, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see this year on Black Friday with all the inflation and the prices. Interesting question for you guys. Who is going to scale back a little bit on Christmas this year because of prices, because of cash? Who's going to go just a little smaller? I'm not saying like with your celebration. I'm just saying like with presents, with different, with the money you're spending. Who's going to go just a little bit smaller because things are going up a little? When I worked it, someone wanted to punch someone and they missed and hit me in the face over a toy. I had this isn't Black Friday. It's at C's Candy, my undercover job. Everything goes 50% off the day after Halloween. And the company liked you to put up signs beforehand, like days beforehand. Everything 50% off. And we all know, anyone who's worked restaurants, anyone who's worked retail, anyone who's worked a customer service related job knows, no matter how big you make the sign, they're not going to read it, no matter what. So they got these signs. This is my first year actually working for C's Candy. And it's probably October 30th. Yeah, I would say October 30th, day before Halloween. Old lady comes in, probably 65, 70 years old, older lady, not old, older. And she put all her stuff on the counter, all the C's Candy. And she puts it all on. I start ringing it up, put it in bags, tell her, hey, your total is $297, whatever it was. And she looks at me and says, well, isn't everything 50% off? And I go, no, it's November 1st. Everything goes 50% off. This is all regular price. She spits in my fucking face. I kid you not, guys. Spit in my face. An old lady. I'm like, I really didn't know what to do. I was so confused. She storms out, got a trickle of spit down my face, and I'm like, wow, all because it wasn't 50% off. So that was kind of my experience. I've never had to work a Black Friday. It took me a minute. It took me a minute to comprehend it. Like, I was just like, what's going on here? And then when I did, I was a little pissed. But, I mean, what are you going to do? Yell at an old lady for spitting on you? I guess you could, technically. But so, yeah, I've never had a Black Friday. I've never had to work Black Friday, thank goodness. But, man, I could imagine. It gets nuts. People are so rude. I've been spit on, food thrown at me. It's crazy. One of my favorite stories, guys, is we'll just say for a Halloween store. We'll say it. There was a kid who worked there. This was many years ago, and they wanted sign waivers. Like, hey, if business is slow, send someone out there in a costume with a sign and get them to come in. So this kid, Christian was his name. Good kid, military man now. Family man. He was like 17 at the time, getting ready to join the Army, and now he's like an Army Ranger. I think he's a paratrooper, jumping out of planes all the time. Awesome to see. He has two or three beautiful kids. Good to see like someone at that age grow into a man and have a great family. Anyway, they wouldn't let us wear the costumes. Like, you had to have one that was a discard or one that was damaged. They wouldn't let you wear the real costumes out there. So Christian finds this Wolverine costume that's probably a size too small for him, maybe 2 sizes too small. He puts it on. He's not a big guy. He's just a normal size guy. He puts it on and he gets out there. And when he puts up the sign over his head, the crotch snags up. It was like a one piece. The crotch snags up and you just see his package just like plain as day, man. And he was out in front of Target. This was many years ago. And I remember I went to go see if he was okay. And there was a woman. So he was right by the light. Like he's here, and then the car pulls up. The car stopped at the light. The woman, it was an older car. The woman hand cranks the window down, grabs a handful of pennies, chucks them at Christian dressed as Wolverine, and says, "You're an asshole," and then drives off. And all I could tell him was, that woman hated you so much that she hand cranked her window down just to throw pennies and yell at you. I still like, oh my God. I don't know if it was the crotch. I don't know what it was, but old Christian. Yeah, he got oh man. Yeah, you're an asshole, and threw pennies at him. Poor guy. I would imagine that would be the worst, man. The worst kind of job out there, especially in the heat. Oh, wearing a costume, looking like a weirdo. I don't know, probably not the worst, but getting up there. All right, guys, let me look up something real quick here. Over here. I want to look up, see if we get some videos. The worst Black Friday disasters. Let me see here. Got to pick out a good one. All right, we'll do this one. Going to be looking at some of the craziest incidents that happened on Black Friday, guys. This is from YouTuber. Here we go. Gonna round the day off with some wildness, guys. All right. Boom. And boom. And boom.
Greed and desire often force people to do some truly atrocious things. Every year, one day of shopping draws out the true dark colors of shoppers all across America.
Never fight in
this video from Top 10 Archive, we look at just how far people will go to score those unbeatable deals on Black Friday and the bloody consequences that result.
Right.
Top 10 Archive is not responsible for the self-inflicted damage from all of the face-palming that you may incur during this video. Number 10, police officers pepper spray Walmart crowd, 2011. For quite some time, Black Friday has been known to rile people up, causing them to go into a frenzy mode, all for the sake of a good deal. Sometimes, though, the shoppers aren't the ones that act out of line. In Kinston, North Carolina, a crowd of Walmart shoppers were sprayed with pepper spray. The reason why being a question of overreaction. Former Kinston police officer Gordon Jackson, who was arrested on site for not following instructions, states that local authorities reacted when a man waiting in line for cell phones fell over into a display.
Why was that guy rubbing his neck?
Jackson claims there was no fight to trigger the rain of pepper spray, though Kinston Director of Public Safety assures the discharge, which hit nobody in the face, was used to stop people who had started grabbing merchandise prior to the sale time. Number 9, Las Vegas Target shopper shot for television, 2013. It was 9:45 p.m. near the University of Southern Nevada on Thanksgiving night in 2013. A Target shopper was happily carrying their prized purchase, a heavily discounted big screen TV, to their home. Before making it to safety, warning shots are fired, and the shopper is prompted to drop the television.
Oh, damn.
One thing this brave consumer learned is never wrestle something away from an armed robber. In the scuffle of trying to secure their purchase back from thieving hands, the victim received a bullet to the leg, and the TV was lost. Number 8, Black Friday-related shooting
Lonnie.
at Kohl's, 2013. Sometimes it's something as small as shoplifting that leads to disaster. At a Kohl's department store in Romeoville, Illinois, during early Black Friday sales on Thanksgiving night, a duo of thieves were not content on the sales, instead preferring a 5-finger discount. After being caught in the act, police responded, and what should have been an easy bust ended in a rupture of gunfire.
Oh, damn.
While one officer wrestled with an escaping thief in his car, the subject pulled away, trapping the cop and dragging him along.
Whoa.
To protect his partner, a backup officer fired shots at the vehicle, striking the driver in the shoulder,
That is
ending his
crazy.
joyride and victory over his Black Friday spoils, rather abruptly. Number 7. 11-year-old trampled at Walmart. Sadly, when Black Friday sales start, anybody is fair game to be thrown and pushed out of the way.
Yeah, that's
One
a
such
common
victim
one.
was an 11-year-old girl. Taking part in some late-night Thanksgiving sales, the girl was rushing with the rest of the crowd towards the store's electronics department. But the crowd proved too much for her smaller frame. She was knocked to the ground and stepped on several times by her fellow shoppers,
That's horrible.
ending her shopping experience with a ride in an ambulance. Number 6, Marine stabbed in Best Buy,
Oh, damn.
2010. Regardless of how good a sale is, there will always be someone who wants a better deal. Take, for instance, the Black Friday shopper that wanted a laptop for free in an Augusta, Georgia Best Buy in 2010.
For free?
When Tracy Attaway tried to make off with his prize, Corporal Philip Duggan, a U.S. Marine reservist, decided to step in when the suspect tried to make a run for it. No good deed goes unpunished, though, as Duggan wound up on the receiving end of the criminal's knife,
Oh,
which he
damn.
waved frantically after being clotheslined to the floor. Duggan
Russ.
survived with non-life-threatening wounds, and Attaway went that Black Friday without a free computer, but instead a free ride
I was
to
gonna
the local
say,
jail.
yeah, that dude did some time.
Number
over that.
5, woman loses teeth after Kohl's assault,
Oh, damn.
2010.
How does she lose her
It's
teeth?
disgusting how people can act on Black Friday. In this instance, the case is in Jackson, Tennessee. As a Kohl's department store in Jackson, Tennessee
You're
opens its
not
doors,
wrong,
a
Eric.
flood of
You're not
people
wrong
rush
at
through.
all.
Amidst those being pushed aside are Acacia Adonis and her mother. When Acacia moves to protect her mother from the stampede, a girl attempting to push through begins verbally abusing Acacia.
Oh, damn.
Curse words weren't the
Damn.
only thing Acacia had to dodge, as, during the verbal assault, a
He
man
got
begins to
fucked
pull
up.
Acacia by her hair, shoving his
Ooh.
hand in her mouth and breaking her jaw, displacing 3 of her teeth in the process.
That's
Tis
disgusting.
the season to be breaking some teeth. Number 4, shootout erupts over shopping space at Walmart, 2012. When the prices are low, the tension gets high.
Parking.
At
Yeah,
a
I can
Florida
see that.
Walmart in Tallahassee in 2012, one altercation erupted over something as simple as a parking space. Sure, frustration builds quickly when the closest spot is taken by another driver, but in this case, the driver of a dark green Toyota Camry was having a bad enough day already, where a dispute over a parking space pushed them over the edge. Gunshots were fired, and 2 of them were left bleeding and injured outside of the Walmart's entrance.
Yeah, Walmart is
Number 3,
safe.
pepper spray injures 20 Walmart shoppers, 2011.
Ooh.
Apparently, pepper spray is a popular item to carry when Black Friday shopping. In 2011, 20
Look at this
Walmart
lady
shoppers
just
were on the
stuck in the middle,
receiving end
just
of the
freaking
Mari
out,
spray
man.
when a woman, desperate for sales, employed the uncouth tactic. The woman darted between different areas of the store, gathering her sought-after goods, spraying the pepper spray occasionally to keep other shoppers away from her treasures.
Oh, damn.
By the end of the ordeal, as many as 20 people had come into contact with the spray, causing severe swelling of the face and heavy irritation of the eyes and throat. By the end of the ordeal, the woman had escaped the store with her riches, showing no remorse for injuring her fellow man simply to please her kids that Christmas.
Oh, man. That is
Number
crazy.
2, Target shoppers disregard collapsed dying man,
Oh.
2011.
That's not funny.
Not everyone is lucky enough to survive their Black Friday disasters, as the story of a West Virginia shopper, Walter Vance, will show. The aisles of this Target store were packed with people not willing to help Vance, who collapsed to the floor while he was shopping. While 6 nurses ceased their shopping to try and help Vance, witnesses report that not everyone was so kind to the poor man.
Oh, that's horrible.
Vance was ignored and walked over by many of the store's consumers.
That's
Walter
horrible.
Vance later passed away in the hospital, one of his last memories being the droves of people that simply stepped over him as if he were a mere obstacle in the way of their sales. Number 1. Walmart employee trampled to death, 2008. It's
I
not
think I
just
remember
shoppers
this one.
that succumb to the disasters of Black Friday. In 2008, at a Walmart in Long Island, New York, an employee found himself on the wrong end of a herd of shoppers. When the store opened in the Valley Stream outlet, chaos erupted and many were knocked to the ground. Amongst them was a maintenance worker,
Yeah, that's gotta be
Jedemiah
the
Demore, and
worst way
4
to
other
die,
shoppers,
too.
one woman of which was in her 3rd trimester of pregnancy.
Oh,
The shoppers escaped with minor injuries, but Demore suffered from a heart attack as the onslaught of greedy customers trampled over him.
that's horrible, man.
Like
That's like the worst. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about that one, man. Because I mean, things happen, dude. You have a heart attack, you're getting freaking knocked down, you're getting, oh man, that's horrible. People die over these sales. That's just nuts. I watched a thing last night, not to do with Black Friday, but this guy had a DUI. He's like 32 years old, and he killed a man and 2 unborn twins. The woman was pregnant and she lost both, and now she can't have babies again because of the accident. And this dude ended up getting 65 years, which is rough. But you killed 3 people basically, man. You changed people's lives. So you feel bad for the guy, but I mean, at the same time, you're choosing to drive drunk. Guys, you know what? The holidays are here. We're weed people. But don't drink and drive, guys. Use responsibly, man. Don't be that guy, and that's what the judge told him before he got the 65 years, was that he had a choice and he made the wrong choice. And we all have that choice, guys. So be smart. Don't freaking be intoxicated and driving. It's not worth it, man. You end up killing somebody. Could be a pregnant lady with twins, and then she can't have babies again. And all of a sudden, you just fucked up everything because you had to drive home. So let's not do that, guys. I've been guilty of it before. I don't drink anymore, so thank goodness on that. But just in general, guys, intoxication. Let's be super careful out there. Let's not put ourselves in a position to hurt ourselves or anyone else. That's one thing we could take over this Black Friday thing, guys. Is just let's look out for each other, man. I know, and I'm just as guilty with lines and stuff. I get all crazy, but yeah, we got to look out for each other. We're only here once. Who wants to die being trampled to death by a bunch of strangers? My God. No one ever wants to die like that. I think people should have taken IQ tests before they're able to leave their home. Yes. My big one is you need a license to fish. You need a license to drive. You need a license to do a lot of that. Own a dog, to own a cat. You need a license, right? Any idiot can have a baby. I mean, you don't even need to go to school for it. You just have a baby. It seems like the most important thing that you don't need a license for. I got my second DUI the night after my dad died. Good 6 hours after stopped drinking. I drank half a gallon of vodka. Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot there, John. Woo. Man, I'm glad you came out of it okay and everyone's all right, man. You're a good dude, John. You're a good dude, man. I appreciate you. That's a lot of liquor. All right, guys. I'm going to get ready to get out of here. We're creeping in on the hour mark. So that was your Black Friday history lesson, guys, today. We're going to be back at 4:20, around 4:10. We go live on the It's 420 Somewhere show, guys. Join us. Do a little wake and bake if you're in Australia. That's what time he wake and bakes. I think he went back to bed. I think Aaron went back to bed. All right, guys, I appreciate it. Join us at 4:20. We're going to have a great show, guys. We're going to be unboxing some stuff, giving some stuff away, having a good time. You never know what's going to go down. All right, so appreciate you. I will see you guys at 4:20. Go out, be safe out there, guys. Be kind to one another. Don't trample any old men. Don't pay attention. Let's be nice out there. I take a vow to be nice today, guys. I, Brian Brown, swear on the Daily Dank, I will be nice today. All right, I expect the same from everyone else. All right, guys, I appreciate you. Let's go see some Magic Martian. Oh, hey, there he is. Aaron, 241. I thought you fell asleep back on us, buddy. We'll see you for your wake and bake at 4:20. All right, we'll see you guys. Appreciate you.
Thank you for joining us on the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. Broadcasting worldwide and brought to you by thedailydank.com. Check out our merchandise and amazing content. And follow us on all our social media. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
See you guys.